How's everybody doing today? This is Pastor Green. I wanted to make a quick video. So, Angel Studios just sent me a free ticket to go watch the new movie, The Shift. And if you don't know who Angel Studios are, they've made a bunch of Christian movies. One of their most popular thing right now is the Chosen series. If you guys have seen the Chosen series, you know who Angel Studios are. Anyways, the movie The Shift is a very loosely based video about the book of Job, or specifically Job, the character itself of the Bible. And I'm going to quickly tell you what the book of Job basically is, then talk really shortly about the movie. So, the book of Job, there's this guy whose name's Job, and he's got a family, and he's fairly wealthy. And the devil goes to God and says, "You see that guy Job down there? He worships you, but he only worships you because you've given him all these great things, his family, money, things like that. He'll stop worshiping you if you take away those things from him." So God gives the devil permission to afflict Job, but doesn't. But he says you can't physically attack him. So the devil takes away his kids, his finances, his business. Pretty much just makes his life miserable. And Job's wife says, "Why don't you just curse your God and die?" And Job says, "Naked I've came into this world, and naked I'm going to leave it." The devil realizes that he didn't do a very good job afflicting Job. So he goes to God and says, "Okay, well, if you take away his physical attributes, then he's gonna stop worshiping you." And God says, "Okay, well, you could attack him physically, but just don't kill him." And so the devil puts a I don't know if you want to call it a disease or a sickness or what you want to call it, but he gets these itchy boils all over his body, something that's just torments him like crazy. And at one point, Job's sitting there using a pot to scratch his itchy boils, and he has his three friends come to visit him, and his three friends basically tell him individually why they think that God has afflicted him. Job must have obviously done something wrong, things like that. And then a fourth person shows up and gives his 2 cents. And then near the end of the book, God comes in and asks Job a bunch of questions. I think it's 43, but it's more than 40 questions. And he doesn't answer the questions. He basically asks Job's questions like, "Do you know where the rain is stored or where darkness dwells?" Really profound, deep, interesting questions that doesn't really require an answer, but makes you think about things. And then after all this happens, Job gets everything doubled. He gets his family doubled, his riches doubled, gets everything back, and it's a happy story. So the shift is really loosely based on that story, and I'm not gonna go into great detail about what happens, but basically, there's a main character. He meets a girl. They fall in love. Everything's great. They have a fight one day, and then he gets into a car wreck. And he gets into a car wreck, and he meets a guy named the Benefactor. The Benefactor takes him to this place, sits him in a diner, and basically says everything in life is about decisions. Every time you make a decision, reality splits. One person said yes, one person said no, one person did this, one person did that. And I met all your realities, and all your realities have followed me. And if you follow me, he basically doesn't really tell him what would happen, but he basically hints the fact that you're gonna have riches, you're gonna be happy, you're gonna have whatever you want. You just gotta follow me. And the main character basically says no, and he's stuck in this position where he's in this really sad, hopeless place, physically, mentally, whatever you want to call it. A place that could only really be described as apocalyptic, or a place with martial law. Um, and he has to go through with this, and the whole time he's trying to get back to his wife because his wife is in the other reality, and so he has to try to find his wife, and different things happen. And I guess at the end of the movie, basically, it's described that even in the worst of times, even in the saddest of situations, even in the place that seems that there's no hope, there's little glimmers of hope everywhere, and you got to kind of look for those little glimmers of hope. I don't really. I, I don't want people to go into this movie thinking this is the story of the Book of Job. It takes items of this guy lost everything. He's afflicted, um, but he still worships God at the end. And that's basically what happens in this movie. They, everything bad happens, and he still sees hope throughout everything. And so the whole movie, he's looking for his wife, and I said I don't want to spoil it for you, but it shows that there's a glimmer of hope even in the worst of times. And I really enjoyed watching the movie. I thought it was a great movie. Angel Studios have made a lot of really great movies, and in all their movies, they try to take a how do you want to say this? A situation where you can almost relate to it. You can understand things happen, and that life isn't always fair. But at the end of things, if you continue to worship God, things get better. And I think he did a good job with that. Um, I'm probably gonna buy the DVD. I try to support Angel Studios whenever I can. They're one of the few companies out there that's really um, honoring God and doing God's work, and they're trying to put out videos to get people to watch them, so that way they could also support God. So I'm gonna buy the DVD. I hope I didn't ruin any of the movie for you, but I enjoyed it. I interviewed about 3 people afterwards, and one person said it was a great movie. They thought it was the Book of Job. It was wonderful, blah, blah, blah. And the other 2 people just basically said, it was kind of confusing. It was kind of hard to, see the gospel in there. They saw little glimpses here and there. They liked the movie, but it wasn't what they expected. So I'm hoping that Angel Studios sees this, replies to this, and just kind of gives me their 2 cents about it. And again, I thank them for giving me a free video, let me watching it for free. Um, I recommend anybody that likes action, adventure, sci-fi type movies to go check it out. Comment below what you guys think about it. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have a great day. Let me know if you guys are going to see it. If you have saw it, comment below what you guys think. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with a friend. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.